Hey Leute, willkommen zurück zu Let's Play Tales of Arise. Das heißt, wir sind stehen geblieben, nachdem wir endlich Amidria besiegt haben. Und dann kam Voldon? Ah, no. Alphons Maske ist endlich runter. Und er hat Shion entführt. Und jetzt ist natürlich... Oh, da ist noch ein Stern. Die anderen suchen. Because they're gone. Los geht's.
Niori. Shion. Hi. Damn it.
Oh, we're fighting on the God, no.
You're mine! Severing wind!
Ja. Das war jetzt nicht so gut.
Rising Falcon!
Ich bräuchte Law, die ist nicht zu hart. Sei nicht gerade von
Rising
hinten an.
Falcon! You're mine! Strike! No escape! Rising Falcon! Here I come! Wind!
Zu wenig Schaden.
Rising Falcon! Wind! This one's all mine!
Where's my groove?
I'm not done!
I need help!
Rising Falcon!
Du sollst den anderen bitte anvisieren. Danke.
Here I come! Wind! Rising Falcon! You're mine! Dragon Swarm! Here I come! Take this! Slash! Swallow Blade! You're mine! It's
Ich
over!
will wirklich Items benutzen.
Rising Falcon! You're mine! You're finished!
Aber...
Dragon
Na gut, wenn es
Swarm!
harter Farbe kommt, muss ich benutzen. Ja, no. Ein Eiszapfen, dass wir sonst wohin stecken.
Rising Falcon! Strike! Dragon Swarm!
Ja,
You're
das war...
mine! You're finished! Great! Next!
Dann nicht.
Rising Falcon! Strike!
Okay.
Rising Falcon!
Sollte aber kein Problem sein, wenn nur noch einer da ist.
Rising!
Vor allem, wenn ich immer von hinten angreife.
Take this!
Sound.
You're finished! Rising! Here I come! Dragon Swarm!
Den Fühler bitte bei dir. Overlimit, alles klar.
Severing wind! You're mine! Slash! Wind! You're mine! You're finished! Dragon Swarm!
Ich konnte keinen Mystiker einsetzen.
Take
Warum?
this! Wind!
Ist das für den Kampf verboten gewesen?
Alvin?
Finwell.
What happened just now? Normally you'd be able to take that thing with your eyes closed.
Thank goodness you're alive. Are you all right? Yeah.
I'm just glad we found you in one piece. You were the only one still missing. There's a village back the way we came from, Distelum. Kisara and La are already there.
Finwell. Where are we?
Ganath Haros, Volron's realm. Remember?
Ushered by the waves straight to the enemy stronghold. A rare stroke of luck, it would seem.
Luck?
If Volron's here, that means Shion's close too, right?
Shion? Oh. Right. Of course.
Are you sure you're feeling okay? You seem a little off.
He's probably just exhausted. Let's save the catching up for when we're back at the village.
Okay. Oh, achievement.
We won.
Ist ja auch nicht dead. Eule ist hier natürlich nichts. Wahrscheinlich dann im Dorf. Da ist ein Werkbank-Gegner. Bleib doch mal, ne? Ich warte mal. Ja, überhaupt. Eule? Ah, Eule. Doch Eule hier.
Speaking of Distelum, it's populated by Danans, but they're not under the rule of any lord. Pretty refreshing, huh? The whole town was built by Danan defectors, escapees from elsewhere. This area's teeming with stray Zugals, though, so heaven only knows how they managed to set up a community here. The ordeal seems to have left them understandably on edge. Kisara and La are back there right now trying to convince them of our good intentions. Say, Alphen, it looks like you got your face back then.
Yeah.
And your sense of pain, too, it would seem. Any connection?
Really? Oh, but that means...
Probably.
I wonder if Alphen's going to be okay.
For now, I believe we should hold off on speculation and simply keep an eye on him.
Right.
Rein. Hier. Augenklappe rechts.
You're saying we should check the Alp
Ja, wenn wir Schirm wieder haben.
forest? Do you sense one of your friends, Hoodle?
Yes.
Alphen! Boy, am I glad to see you safe.
Well, did you manage to convince them we're not in league with any lord?
Yeah, eventually.
Nice.
When the ship sank, I thought we were done for. Guess the world just couldn't keep us apart.
Yeah. And now we can finally go rescue Shion.
There's something I need to tell you guys first. I got my memory back.
So, what did you remember? Are you able to tell us now?
Give the man some space, Law.
I remember being up on Lenegus.
Go on.
I was abducted from Dana. I was told if I ever wanted to return home, I'd have to cooperate. So that's what I did. Next thing I knew, they had made me into the Sovereign.
You mean to say you won the crown contest? As a Danon?
No. They kept me locked in a strange facility. They experimented on me, like I was nothing more than an animal. There were others, but only I survived. Of course, I wasn't really a king. The reality was that they treated me worse even than the lowest slave. The only reason I survived was because my body was able to withstand the Sovereign's power that they placed inside me.
The crest that appeared behind you on Almadria's ship must have undoubtedly been that of the Sovereign. It all makes sense now. Your affinity with the blazing sword, and the strange powers you possess, they were all because you were the Sovereign.
Okay, but why would the Renans go out of their way to give you all that power? Just what exactly does being the Sovereign entail?
They said it was for something called the spirit channeling ceremony. They taught me how to harness my power for when the big day came. As for what the ceremony was actually for, unfortunately, I never found out.
So if what you're saying about being on Lenegis is true, then maybe you really did meet Shion. After all, you said you recognized her from somewhere, right?
But Shion said she'd never seen him before. How do you explain that?
I was wrong. It wasn't Shion I knew from Lenegis. It was Naori. She was a Renan maiden they paired me with during the spirit channeling ceremony. She's the woman I kept seeing in my dreams.
A maiden? What?
Wait, so this Naori figure just happens to be the double of Shion? Bit coincidental, isn't it?
Naori's family name was Imeris.
Imeris? As in Shion Imeris?
So they're distant relatives or something? Wait, or are they sisters?
Your guess is as good as mine. All I know is it was Naori. She's the one who put the mask on me.
The mask? But why?
To keep my soul from devouring itself over the guilt. After what I did on Lenegis. Over the lives I took.
Lives? You mean you staged a rebellion?
Perhaps it was a part of this spirit channeling ceremony?
I don't know. Whatever it was that the spirit channeling ceremony was supposed to achieve, it didn't turn out as planned. I lost consciousness halfway through. By the time I came to, Lenegis was a sea of flames. I opened my eyes to see Naori there, weeping. I shudder to think of how many deaths I caused that day. Certainly more than any of these lords can claim, I'm sure.
You really expect us to believe this? First the Sovereign, then Lenegis? You couldn't possibly have done all that.
I wonder. In ancient scripture, there is tell of a terrible calamity that befell Lenegis, nearly destroying it. The restoration took years, and required the work of countless laborers.
By ancient, you mean...
It predates the crown contest, to a time before even the first Renan invasion of Dana. More than 300 years ago.
300? But that'd make Alphen...
That's right. I'm pretty much an antique of a human being. Deep down, maybe I already knew.
Alphen.
Some hero, huh? Cooperating with the same villains who snatched me from my home, committing mass slaughter, only for it to slip my mind. Then, when I finally remember, turns out I'm so old I've got scripture written about me. So much for standing up to injustice. I've probably got more blood on my hands than all the lords combined!
Alphen, stop! Honestly, I'm not going to pretend to understand what all this means. But what I do know is that right now, you're just reacting to the shock.
Kisara.
Listen, what you really need is time. Time to process things and get your head straight. Truth be told, I think that probably goes for all of us.
What about Shion? We can't just...
I'm worried about Shion too, Law. But it's clear that Alphen's in no fit state to fight. This is Volron, remember? Even at full capacity, it's practically a suicide mission. We stay put in the village till we're ready. Okay, everyone?
Okay.
Take some time to think things through, okay? But remember, we're all here for you if you need us. No matter how dark things might seem, you're not alone, Alphen.
Thank you.
It's fine. All right, everyone. Let's break for now.
Do I even have the right to fight?
Yes. Yes.
Do
you
I have the right to go to Shion's rescue? What do the
Yes.
others think?
By God. Ja, dann fangen wir mit ein. Okay, da unten dran, da oben einer. Da ist schon Dorf. Hi, my boy.
You're certainly full of surprises, aren't you?
Trust me, it's not intentional.
Sorry, that was insensitive of me. Though, there's still an awful lot I wish I could understand. Every new piece of information seems only to yield further mysteries. The truth feels just as elusive as when we first started. I am well aware of where you got your powers. But why, as a Danon, do you bear the same crest as the current Renin sovereign? More to the point, why choose a Danon for their sovereign in the first place? And then there is the Maiden, a figure so powerful, she's playing yin to the sovereign's yang in esoteric ceremonies. And yet, I'd never even heard of her. Then again, this all occurred 300 years ago. What if the term sovereign doesn't even hold the same meaning as it did back then? Listen, I may be a traitor among my people, but I am still Renin, born and raised. I learned the same history, listened rapt to the same tales. And yet now I feel like there was little truth to any of it.
Speaking of which, there's something else that I remember from the spirit channeling ceremony. It used the Renis Alma.
You're certain?
Yes. Or at least that's what they called it. Only you would know if it was one and the same.
Oh, I have never laid eyes on the real artifact myself. And you never participated in a crown contest. You're not even Renin. Many mysteries lay buried in these 3 centuries past.
3 centuries is more than several lifetimes. Was I really out that long?
Well, I'm only estimating based on historical record. But all the facts would seem to point that way.
Who the hell am I?
If I may be frank, we have even bigger fish to fry than that. By comparison, the far more important question at hand is, just what does it all mean?
Frank, huh?
Sometimes, we need a little help in addressing the truth behind our pain. Not to compete over lives lost, but I suspect your count is still somewhat beneath mine.
Thanks for lending me an ear. And sorry for being a bother.
Please, no thanks are necessary. The quicker you get back on your feet, the sooner we can all get back out there.
Genau. Next one is Kisara da hinten.